News you can trust in a city that never sleeps. It's Weazel News Now. Good evening, Los Santos. This is Lucio Hernandez, Weazel News Now. And now for our first story. Here's a look at our coverage of the dubbed royalty Grand Prix.
Hello there, boys. You the ones who putting on this event?
Yeah.
All right. What's the name of it here?
We're calling it
the event is dubbed Royalty Grand Prix.
And what do you plan on doing here?
Well, we're gonna find out who the fastest racers in the city is.
So you got a race going on. Well, where all is that going to?
Well, we're gonna start out with the Eastside Oilers. Proceed on to the 1021 Sandy Circuit, and then after Sandy Circuit, we're gonna move to Route 68.
Exactly.
Her name's Sloane.
My name is Sloane.
Get this.
I'm getting you.
You're getting this.
It depends on the car, really. If you're doing normal local. Yeah, we're sponsored by Los Santos Customs, and thankfully they've been nice enough to sponsor us, and I think also Nitro Haven, right, Ryan?
Yes, Nitro Haven has sponsored this event.
Yeah, and they'll be donating to the pot.
Alright guys, so this is my first time driving a local car, so y'all guys, not local car, so y'all guys just be easy.
Fucking push his shit. Yo, what's good? It's Victor Zakayev. Most of you guys already know me. I'm in Dub Royalty Race Crew. We got a race happening right now. Locals, imports. It's gonna be a really good time. And that little Cooper's about to take first place on my mama. You know what I mean?
Oh, there's your crowd.
God.
Oh, there we go.
Damn, bro, you sound like a cop.
White Benz, first place. Well,
If he said that, I got a really bad name.
Oh, hell yeah. I'll add it to my collection.
It's just gonna be a note that says you tried. That's all it is.
oh, it's hard?
Yeah,
there we go.
If you get last place, you get a free repair at the LSC because you clearly deserve it.
They're gonna show up on that.
Oh, she's going way too hot. Way too hot.
Oh, okay.
Way
too
hot. Yep. And
Oh,
the water.
yep. Oh, nope.
Oh, maybe
She
not.
held
Maybe
it.
not.
Yeah, she held it.
How many checkpoints is this one?
It's a tree trunk. That's the deadly tree trunk.
Unfortunately, our reporter was not able to get full video coverage, so we did the best with what we had. On the evening of March 27th, a shooting took place on the yacht offshore by the pier. Take a look at our coverage. How the hell did I end up here? All right, and for the first time ever, our newspaper reporter Sloane Griffin shot and edited her own video segment. Take a look at that right now.
The Honest Chronicles with Frank and Horatio. Sound like a good news story.
No, we just trying to look for some money and crack.
And have you found any?
Fuck no.
You've been too busy evading the officers?
Oh, I mean, they trying to fucking talk to me, but they won't tell me for what.
Oh my goodness.
Oh shit, it's the fudge.
Damn, it kinda...
The name is Ronald Moore.
Ronald?
Ronald Moore, yes, that's the name. You fucking suck.
You're fucking amazing.
Damn, he said your costumes suck.
Officer, do I have permission to shoot him?
No, if you. Oh
No,
God!
no,
Jesus Christ!
No!
Jesus!
Don't shoot him! No, don't shoot! Don't shoot!
You guys,
All good in there?
Oh, shaking it some more.
Oh jeez.
Get some more for
I
him.
think I'm uncomfortable.
We just need free passage to the car.
Okay, that sounds fine. You can, send him out to the right.
They're already on the chase.
Oh, my car's having troubles going fast.
No, it's okay.
Fuck burger shot. Get that on the news. Fuck burger shot.
Hey, what the fuck wrong with you? That gun away. Crazy talk.
Get the fuck out of me.
Wait, Jesus
What's
Christ!
wrong
What?
with you? Yeah, why?
Fuck out of it now. You have 5 seconds to run away. I'm gonna fucking cap both of you now.
Oh, okay.
Jesus Christ,
Run.
Frank.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, I got my car across the street. Let's go. Fuck this guy.
I'm sorry about that.
No, you're perfectly fine. I'm curious though, have you been, I mean, I don't actually need your name if you don't want to give it.
Put your hands up, bitch. It's a robbery. Don't run. Stop running, motherfucker.
Cuts of cameras. Cuts of cameras.
Yeah, not too bad, man.
And now for the bit that you've all been waiting for. The People versus Tony Schiavelli.
Oh, he didn't correct me. Okay, I think I said it close enough that time.
Schiavelli!
Shit.
Come on!
Mr. Schiavelli, give me one moment
Got
to pull
it.
up your charges here. Charges include 1 count of criminal use of firearm, 1 count of hostage taken, 1 count of brandishing, 1 count of bank robbery, 1 count of evading, and 1 count of Grand Theft Auto A. Mr. Schiavelli.
Yes.
That one okay? All right. How would you like to plead? Guilty or not guilty, sir?
Your Honor, I'm pleading not guilty.
Alrighty. Tony, remind me, is this the first time you showed up to court on this case, or is this more than one?
This is the first time, Your Grace.
Alrighty. In that case, we can reconvene. I believe we're available.
Whoa! Hang on here.
What?
Mr. Hendricks is playing the prosecution, if I'm not mistaken. Isn't that right?
I'm not an attorney, but I'm willing to be called to the stand.
The judge, I know it's a little strange, but what do you think? We'll get this, one pump and chump and dump, baby. What do you think?
Officer, are you comfortable taking the stand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yeah,
Go ahead and make your opening statement, Mr. Ragnar.
Your Honor, Mr. Schiavelli would like to speak on his own behalf.
Actually, Tony, swear to tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you skis.
I do.
DOJ.
Good evening, Your Highness.
And hello to all my friends and the Drusilla's family for showing up on my behalf. Your Grace, I flew into this hellscape about a month ago in a fucking dog carrier box. I flew from Napoli, where I was born, in a leather shoe in the dirt. In Italy, see, we have an old saying: Madonna, Vesevelli, Adamore, Blanco, Vivaldi,
I don't know Spanish.
Corleone, Caladios.
It's fucking
Excrement. Bro. It means love. Love, Your Majesty.
Sounds Spanish to me.
Your Majesty, do you have anyone that you love?
Or yes, I'm not on trial here, sir. If you'd like to make a statement, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Your Honor, I've been the dough, the pepperoni, and the tomato sauce that binds this great city together. A fucking pizza pie. A pizza pie, Your Honor. You see, the justice system is like an oven. And I'm being cooked alive like my last name is Hibovitz, and I live in 1943 Poland. You get what I'm laying down, Mr. Judge?
I think I'm getting it.
All right, Mr. Judge. One more thing. I've been a pillar of this community for about, a fucking month now, right? I've tried to stay straight. I've been working the honest living, and I've been busting my balls to make sure this city gets nothing but delicious Drusilla's pizza and pepperoni in their mouths. That's all, Your Honor.
Bean.
Thank you, Mrs. Schiavelli. Mr. Ragnar, would you like to make any other statements?
I'm afraid not at this time.
Officer, would you like to come testify to the charges that Mr. Schiavelli stands in front of you?
Yeah, does the defense have any questions for me?
Yeah, I got a question. How dare you?
Okay, I can take the stand.
Sir, would you mind kind of recounting the events on both of these events on these different days?
Oh, Lord. So, I was involved in this one. I joined Lieutenant Marshall in the air as we were pursuing the vehicle used at that crime. While in the air, we noticed that they attempted to flee in different directions after crashing their vehicle. So
That's
air
crap.
proceeded
That
to
ain't
follow
real.
the vehicle.
That's a lie.
That Mr. Tony was found in. It went across a bridge, and he tried to jump and fell. Hit his head on the way down and fell into the river. We pulled him out, and then medevaced him with the police chopper to Pillbox for medical, and then MRPD for processing.
All right, Mr. Ragnar, would you like to question the officer on any of those statements?
Yes. Detective Hendricks, how confident are you that the individual was identified actually was Tony Schiavelli?
100%.
And why would you believe that?
When we brought him into the cells, we were able to fingerprint him and find his identity.
I see. Have you ever considered that Mr. Schiavelli may have a twin with a matching fingerprint?
Aha!
Objection, relevance?
Well, I mean, what
Leading
kind?
the witness?
This is cross-examination. I'm allowed to ask you yes or no questions on cross-examination.
No, it never occurred to me.
I see.
Wait, do twins have matching fingerprints?
Is it scientifically possible?
I don't believe so, but I am not an expert in medicine.
That's right. You're not. No further questions.
The second incident I remember quite well as far as my involvement goes. There was a narcotics call that they ended up calling for additionals. I joined in as one of the additionals. And I saw Mr. Schiavelli driving a very slow pickup truck.
Objection! It's fast and you know it. It was the chase of the fucking decade.
I don't know what to comment on that one, but we caught it pretty quick after him slamming into many different locals and street signs and a wall. Once his vehicle crashed, he exited the vehicle and attempted to flee. by climbing up a ladder to have a fire escape. I deployed my taser before he got up too high. He fell off the ladder. I proceeded to handcuff him and then transfer him to MRPD.
Oh.
May I examine, Your Honor?
Yes, go ahead, Mr. Rector.
Detective Hendricks, what was the item that was intended to be distributed?
I was not involved in that part of the arrest, but according to the report and the statements from my fellow officers, it was for cocaine that was discovered in his vehicle.
All right, and what did Mr. Schiavelli identify the substance as?
Officer Vaseline over there knows.
I believe he said it was Parmesan cheese.
That's right.
And he proceeded to snort it in front of the officer.
That's right.
Does or does not Mr. Schiavelli work in a pizza restaurant?
He does.
Yes, he does. And do they serve Parmesan cheese in pizza restaurants?
I would imagine so, yes.
All right, very good. No further questions.
Officer, I have a couple questions for you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you ever been to a drug call before?
Yes, Your Honor.
Have you ever been to a pizza place before?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you identify beyond any doubt in your mind what cocaine is?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, a drug addict, huh?
Have you
Listen
ever
to that, court.
snorted Parmesan cheese?
No, I have not, Your Honor.
This officer does coke. It's crazy.
Snorted Parmesan cheese instead of
So
coke.
if you saw someone snort something like a powdery substance, you could probably identify what that
This
was.
officer just admitted to snorting coke.
Yes.
What if it was just like a little bit?
If it was just a little bit?
Yeah, like just a little bit. Could you still know what that is?
Not beyond a shadow of a doubt.
I would
but
object
have
if I
very
were the
strong
lawyer.
suspicions as to
I would
the,
object.
substance.
Hendrix, you wouldn't know Parmesan if it licked your teeth out. All right?
You know how much of your pizza I've eaten?
Yeah, I've seen you at Burger Shot, you son of a bitch. You're a liar and a cheat.
Officer, whatever he was
He's a
arrested,
womanizer,
do you
too,
remember
that
how
one.
many- Do you remember how many
Boycott
drugs he was
Hendrix.
found with?
Burger shop's better.
Can I reference the report?
Sure.
It appears it was 66 grams of cocaine in his trunk.
Oh.
66 grams of cocaine.
Parmesan.
All right, and you were able to identify that from your previous drug experiences?
Yes, Your Honor.
He's high as a fucking
Thank you, sir.
kite right now.
No further questions. You step down.
Turn off your
Mr.
phone in the
Ragnar, would you like to
courtroom.
call any other
Come
witnesses
on.
to the stand?
Your Honor, I would like to recall Mr. Schiavelli to the stand.
Okay.
All right, now the public's gonna know what really happened, huh? I don't want to see it with the Hendrix lens.
Mr. Schiavelli, what can you tell me about your recollection of that evening?
Let me tell you something, Your Honor. I was sitting there at the airport, working my chops off, trying to make a buck, doing some guerrilla advertising for Drusilla's family.
Guerrilla advertising.
Next thing I know, I got blue and whites flashing down my ass, and here comes screeching in fucking Proby McGrab ass over there.
Jeez.
Next thing you know, he's so knuckle deep, I could feel his fingernails in my nose. I didn't fight him. I didn't run. I didn't do nothing like that. All right? This fucking Proby has the balls to search me. Sure, I'm the only one out there. I'm minding my business. But I'm just handing out some Parmesan, some mozzarella, some tomato sauce. You know, I'm out there trying to make an honest buck. And
Best
fucking,
goddamn pizza.
fucking big Proby over here, big dick Proby, comes swinging in hot, saying, I need to search you, I need to search you. Everybody in this town knows that I busk out there, you know, once every couple days, all right? People like to come down, they like to share some pizza, have a laugh, have a coupon. I have the coupons right here. I mean, Judge, would you like a coupon?
Sure, I'll take a coupon.
Okay, absolutely. You know, I got a rummage for it, so it might be. I'll give it to you after the trial when I'm found innocent.
Okay. All right.
come the
That's
fuck on
kind of
down.
a strike against you. I'm gonna be honest. Sounded like
Oh.
you had it. Now you're just not giving it to me. Is it expired or something?
Are there coupons to
Oh,
Burger Shop?
the coupons do expire in 2 minutes, but you just have to, you got to be quick.
No, I want one that's not expired. Go ahead. Sorry.
That's it for my statement, okay?
All right, Mr. Schiavelli, to further clarify, you were at the you're at the location handing out pizza coupons, right? Having a good time. And
Why does it say coupons?
what else were you doing at that time?
Right?
I was busking. May I demonstrate to the court what I do?
Well, yeah, go ahead.
All right. This is the Drusilla's Family Fun Time song.
Oh boy.
It goes a little something like this. Drusilla's baby, the #1 pie in town. And if you come on down, you're gonna have a lot of fun. So stay the fuck away from Burger Shot, cause their burgers are nasty as fuck. Yeah, that's my G chord. And that's my motherfucking E chord. I even sang the Pro B, a fucking song. But he was so wrapped up in having a big dick that he didn't listen.
He's got a big dick?
Seems little to me.
Objection.
Right, that's it. He also searched me without consent. That's enough.
All right, Mr. Schiavelli. Well, what is the importance of Parmesan cheese to your business?
Ragnar, don't get me started, okay? Every single day, me or my associate Carmine has to drive our ass over to Gabriel's, all right? The whole thing takes at least 7 hours to cook one pizza, all right? So we fucking load up on Parmesan, tomato sauce. I'm not going to spill the whole beans about the recipe in front of all these cats, but you know how it is. Parmesan is the #1 ingredient in making pizza pies. All right, that and Mama's special sauce.
He's not wrong.
Now, I constantly have Parmesan cheese on my person at all times, Mr. Judge. Mr. Judge, you tell me, do you enjoy Parmesan? Or you're one of those
lactose
cheddar
intolerant.
fucks.
I'm lactose intolerant, and if you
We're losing.
could refrain from swearing for me, please, that'd be great.
All right, my apologies.
Mr. Schiavelli, what can you tell me about your? Do you have a record of substance distribution?
Absolutely not, baby. I'm as clean as a whistle. All right. And before these charges within the last week, when I was wrongfully accused by the anti-Semitic MRPD, I was a clean boy.
Oh, he's Jewish now.
Squeaky fucking clean.
All right. When I imagine that when you sell pizzas, there are freebies that come with them. Can you tell me what some of those freebies might be?
Some of the freebies with the you're gonna have to elaborate.
Well, I mean, for example, I like crushed red pepper with my pizza, but they don't usually put it on there, so I have to obtain it in packets. Does Drusilla's offer condiments in this similar fashion?
Baby, at Drusilla's Family Pizzeria, your dreams are our fucking chores. All right, we'll make your wildest dreams come true. To an extent, all right? We keep it pretty authentic, but you want a fucking hot dog on a pizza? We're gonna put a hot dog on a pizza. You want some Parmesan on the pizza? We'll put some Parmesan. All right, I don't know if you're fucking, we used to dabble in vegetarian. That's a whole nother can of worms. I don't want to open that, but yeah.
What if somebody wants cocaine on a pizza?
So I did look it up.
We would
Mozzarella has a
absolutely
lot of
not
lactate
give
in
it to them. Nice try, Judge. You thought you could catch me slipping, but I'm as sharp as a fox and as witty as a black hound.
Parmesan is okay.
Yeah, you slide it to them under the table, right? Don't put it right on the pizza. That's silly.
I'm sorry, Mr. Judge. Are you the one persecuting me?
No, I'm
Come
asking.
on. No, we
No,
don't.
Parmesan
Mr. Judge.
has less lactose than like mozzarella and cheese spreads and stuff.
Mr. Schiavelli, do you ever, in the process of cooking pizzas, accidentally ingest large amounts of Parmesan cheese?
Are you kidding me? That place looks like a woodshop factory, all right? It's Parmesan dust everywhere, all right? Just enhances the flavor. The whole thing is like, it's like you're inside a fucking pizza when you're in the kitchen.
I had to brush
You're
Parmesan
inhaling
off of me last
tomato
time.
sauce fumes. It could have been flour for the dough, like all kinds of things.
Oh.
Would you, in your own words, what would you describe Parmesan cheese in relation to your diet?
God.
Or your general well-being?
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner, baby. It's how we roll 24/7. I'm snorting it, I'm eating it, I'm ingesting it anally. Capsules,
Huh?
syringes, any way I can get it, I take it, baby.
What?
Damn right.
Right. So you
That's
said
the
snorting, otherwise known as insufflation.
Yeah, we poof it in our ass
You
too.
will orally snort Parmesan cheese into your nostril. Is that
That's
correct?
what I like to hear.
That's true, Mr. Ragnar, and I have many witnesses that I can account to that.
People
Alright,
watch you snort it up your ass.
Mr. Schiavelli, do you get any condiments delivered to your establishment?
Every once in a while, we pay a Joe Schmo to make a run to Gabriel's for us. Yeah,
Joe Schmo.
Right, so they come from Gabriel's.
yeah. Gabriel's Market.
I see. All right.
A lot of shady characters in that place, if I may say so myself.
True.
Right, yes. And how does the Parmesan cheese come in? Does it come pre-packaged? Does it come in one large thing? Do you package it yourself?
Well, Mr. Ragnar, it comes pre-packaged. Then we slice it up, we grate it, we sprinkle it over the pizza with care, throw it in the oven. Next thing you know, I got $40 in my pocket.
That's what I like to hear. All right. No further questions.
Mr. Schiavelli, I have a question for you, I guess. Whatever the officers
They
arrested
should be
you,
less.
They didn't put any Parmesan cheese in evidence, according to the records here. I'm just curious on why you had so much cocaine on you.
Well, like I said before, you officer, I don't think it was I don't believe it to be cocaine. I've never done cocaine in my life. I don't even know what the stuff looks like. I've never hit the slopes, never had a run with the dust bunny. You know, never took a flight with the angel wings. I don't really mess with that. It must have been Parmesan cheese.
Nah.
Thank you, Mr. Schiavelli.
All right.
Yeah,
May I
the
sit?
Parmesan powder's ass.
Unless Mr.
Your
Ragnar has another question.
Oh.
No, Your Honor. I would like, however, to
I'm just
call
saying, like, I like Parmesan,
Mr.
but I ain't
Schiavelli's
getting
business
strands.
partner, Carmine, to the stand.
True.
If I get locked up, they're creating a fucking supervillain. All
Carmine.
right, I want this on camera.
Do you swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you skis?
I do.
Why did he push me closer to you?
Mr. Carmine, have you ever? How would you describe Mr. Schiavelli's relationship with Parmesan cheese?
Oh, Tony has a great relationship with Parmesan cheese, as do I.
fucks the Parmesan.
As soon as we get into the shop,
Vouch.
we take the cheese out of the fridge, we put it in the grater, we grate it with, Tony's a big guy. Look at his guns. He's grating the cheese like like a fucking animal back there. So as he's grating it, gotta put it in plastic bags to refreeze it before you cut it. So it's a day process, but we buy so much from the shop that we have excess, so we're able to have enough every day. So he's pretty
You know they're
involved
gonna
with
fuck
Parmesan
themselves
just about
here.
every day.
Mr.
Keep
Schiavelli
talking about
earlier
how they have to
mentioned
cut
that
it,
he
like,
regularly may
bags of
insufflate
powder.
Parmesan cheese. Have you ever
Absolutely.
witnessed such an event?
Absolutely, yeah. The machine in our kitchen isn't the best, you have to hit the side of it to get it to work.
Yeah, I guess.
And sometimes when you're grating the cheese, it happens to come up in your face, like some flour when you drop the flour
That's
on the
right.
table. Gets all up in your face, and then you look like
Right up in there.
Just like that chicken.
like a white face kind of thing, all over your face. It's then when you
Look
get
like
off your face,
Casper.
it's on your hands, it's on your shirt. It
On
might
the
have fell
shirt,
down
you hear that?
He might have got down his jacket pocket. You never know.
I was with
That's
this one
right.
chick
Alright,
once,
alright.
and she sat on my face.
It was
and
several
I didn't
days
realize she
ago
had baby
when
powder, and she
Mr.
farted.
Schiavelli was arrested.
Baby powder just went all in my face.
Yikes.
Can you tell me if there were any new shipments in the store that day of the Parmesan cheese?
What was the date? What was this date? I'm sorry. Do we have a date for it?
I thought we were in court about they're talking about Parmesan cheese.
I keep a planner, so
This was on April 2nd.
It wasn't covered.
April 2nd. Okay.
3 days ago.
Cap. We all know the truth, but don't worry.
Yeah,
we ain't
approximately
saying
around
nothing.
10:30 a.m. I took a trip down with the pizza van. I don't know if you've seen it
Oh,
around
I ain't
town.
even yelling.
Got that funny horn. I took it down to the shop, got some Parmesan and stored it in the back. I think it was approximately 75 Parmesan, along with all the
Man,
rest
fuck
of the ingredients.
Do you recall anything unique about that batch of Parmesan cheese?
I mean, not unless you know Gabriel's is up to some suspicious stuff over at their shop. But you know,
Damn, he's
the
gotta
packaging
chill.
looked
Oh,
the
shit.
same, just you know, bricks of cheese like you at the you know the grocer. You know.
I see. But it's hard to know with all the Ludomall drivers and what they do. But all right, no further questions.
Thank you, sir. You may step down.
Oh, that was it.
Mr. Ragnar, do you have any other witnesses you'd like to call?
Anybody. I just wouldn't be the first time I
here. I was the arresting officer. I haven't really spoken about it yet. There's some discrepancies. Name is Officer Max Loza, badge number 172.
Officer Max Loza, everyone, look at that.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So on April 2nd, I was patrolling. Just went 1041, which is on shift for the day. I immediately got a narcotics call down in LSIA, New Empire Way, the lower part of it. As I roll up to these calls, I like to hang back tight a little bit and just observe the situation, just to make sure everything I see I can attest to. So I pulled into the parking structure and I visualized Mr. Schiavelli over there handing items out to individuals. I couldn't really see what it was, given that I was a decent distance away. And then I approached,
Permits, papers, and pencils, babe.
I then approached Mr. Schiavelli with my red
That was
blues
really
on,
loud. That hurt.
and I got out of the vehicle and I approached him. I introduced who I was and why I was there. And then he said he was giving out coupons. He gave me a coupon, and I went over looked at the coupon. It seemed pretty legit, and it just lasted 2 minutes though, so it immediately expired.
What?
And then further on that, I just let him know if there's anything suspicious in the thing, give me a call. At this time, I did observe around me, around my surroundings. He was the only individual that was kind of standing in the area, other than the motorists that were driving back and forth. And then he started playing me a song. The song was Country Road. He did a little remix. And
It's not relevant.
And then at that time, I did leave the scene. And so at this time, right when I crested the corner to New Empire Way, going southbound back into downtown area, I pulled over to write an information report that he was seen at a call of a narcotics call. And as I was making that note, I received multiple other calls of the same exact situation in the same exact place. So I circled back around and slowly crested the corner, and I saw Mr. Schiavelli giving items out once again. And given that citizens now called about a total of 4 times, I did signify this as articulable facts for a reasonable suspicion pat-down. I never searched the individual, I just gave him a brief pat-down.
What the fuck's the difference?
As the pat-down, I discovered something in his pocket that felt hard. I asked him what it was.
Ooh.
I didn't take it out, didn't manipulate it in any way. He said it was Parmesan. And so I asked if he could introduce the Parmesan packet to me. And then it got quiet, and the individual took the Parmesan out of his pocket, quote Parmesan, and then snorted it right in front of me. At this time, Mr. Schiavelli started fleeing back to his white pickup truck from where I saw him initially go back and forth to when I initially observed the situation, and then take off. At this time, I initiated a pursuit with Mr. Schiavelli and called in multiple other officers. We went, back and forth in the pursuit until we got into a parking structure. I can give you the exact postal code if you need in my report. But at this time, we boxed him in at a parking structure. He then he got out of the vehicle and jumped off the structure onto the surface
Irrelevant.
roads. And on the surface roads, he ran down an alleyway, and that's when Detective Hendricks did apprehend him. He tased him, apprehended him, and he continued to run still until we were able to apprehend him again. At this time, Mr. Schiavelli was booked and processed at MRPD. And when the arrest was made, I proceeded back to the white pickup truck he was in and discovered the amount of 66 grams of cocaine in the trunk of the vehicle.
Officer, how did you identify it as cocaine?
I took it out. I had multiple other officers there, including Detective Hendricks, and we both came to the articulable mixing up words. We figured out it was cocaine after I gave it to Detective Hendricks, and with his law enforcement background, we did discover it to be cocaine. And we took pictures of the white pickup truck, the cocaine itself, and that's about it.
Mr. Rhaegar, would you like to cross?
Officer Luzum, how, within some generally reasonable ballpark, how many criminals do you apprehend that contain cocaine on a daily basis?
Usually none, given the fact that many people do hand out coupons, witness reports, and then the calls stop after that. So I just never go back to the scene.
So you don't regularly obtain or arrest people identified with cocaine on them?
Negative. This was my first arrest with narcotics.
Really makes you think, huh?
That's how you get them.
I see. How long was it between your first and second return to Mr. Schiavelli?
About 5 minutes from after I left the initial call.
I
pulled
disagree.
Over, and I was starting to write my report. Right, I crested around the turn, and then I got 3 reports.
3 reports.
Dispatched, yes.
I see. I don't believe I have any further questions.
Mr. Ragnar, do you have any other witnesses?
One moment, sir. I apologize. I'm conferring with my client. Your Honor, may I approach the bench?
Oh, wait, finally.
Yes, sir.
Here comes the ringer. If I get booked for this, I just want the whole world to know I didn't do a fucking thing. Oh,
I believe you, Tony. The system's fucked.
Yeah, fuck the system,
Rigged.
Tony.
The defense would like to call Jeremiah Slinkerton to the stand. Mr. Slinkerton, what can you tell me about the character of Mr. Schiavelli?
Oh, the character, huh? Okay, he's the best man I've ever met in my entire life. I'll tell you that. He gave me an opportunity to start at the Gisella's Pizzeria, and he's given it to many others, like my boy Frost over there. We got Kelly back there. They're all good guys, and none of us have done anything wrong.
All right. Have you ever seen Mr. Schiavelli snort cocaine?
Never.
Have you ever seen Mr. Schiavelli snort Parmesan cheese?
Oh, damn right, on the regular.
No further questions, thank you. The defense would like to call Kelly Banks forward as a character witness. Mr. Banks, what can you tell me about Mr. Schiavelli? His character, his persona, his demeanor?
Well, similar to what Jeremiah said, he's one of the best mans I've ever met. Right when I got into this city, he was one of the first men to ever introduce me to a job. He told me, how to make a pizza, how to sell a pizza, how to deliver a pizza. Frankly, he might have saved my life in the city. He was able to put food on my plate and a house over my head.
So he's done a lot of good for you. He's done a lot of good for the city. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Have you ever known Mr. Schiavelli to engage in any illicit drugs?
Never have I ever seen him have a drug, use a drug, or even talk about a drug.
I don't even know what a fucking drug is.
What?
I see. What would you describe his relationship with Parmesan cheese as?
Almost like a man with his mother. He holds Parmesan close to his heart.
Would you describe it as a suckling sort of sensation?
Precisely.
So he just grabs a large slab of Parmesan cheese and he'll just suck on it.
Yeah, he'll suck on it. He'll eat it. He'll snort it. He'll do
That's
whatever
right.
he can to ingest the cheese into his
Back it
body.
up. What was that? He'd snort it?
Yep, I said he'd snort
Okay.
it. He'd ingest
Okay.
it. Anything to get that cheese in his system.
I see. All right. Thank you, Mr. Banks.
Alrighty, would you like to make a closing statement?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on your fucking phone? I'm out here fighting for my life, and you're on your fucking phone, huh? Things I do for
Your
this
Honor,
city.
Tony Schiavelli is he's a pillar
I'm doing
of
it
our
for you,
community.
Tony.
He's part owner of Drusilla's Pizza, employs hundreds of people in the city. You've heard from character witnesses and testimony about the significant impact he's had on their lives and how he's enriched them, putting food on their table and money in their pockets. Mr. Schiavelli is a advantageous guerrilla marketer. He goes around relentlessly with coupons, and samples, offering ways to bring people into Drasilla's to understand the glory that is a slice of Pepe pizza. Mr. Schiavelli also has an unfortunate addiction to Parmesan cheese. He cannot lean off it.
That's right.
He sucks it. He snores it. He sleeps with it. He breathes it.
It's an
Your Honor,
Italian thing.
we cannot understand how or why Mr. Schiavelli has somehow come into possession of what has been identified as cocaine. But what we can be certain is that, based on character, witness, and testimony, he is not one to partake in the drug. He is not one to talk about the drug. He is not one to buy or sell or receive. So while Mr. Schiavelli is doing his guerrilla marketing, handing out coupons and pizzas and the packets of red peppers and Parmesan cheese, one can only assume that somehow, by some an unfounded reason or way, whether through the insanity of deludable drivers or Gabriel's market or some deep cartel drug ring, that somehow his Parmesan cheese became tainted in one way or another with cocaine. Mr. Schiavelli, being an avid Parmesan insufflator, he insufflates the Parmesan in front of the cop. This is not abnormal practice for him. This is routine in every way. We ask that you consider the character of Mr. Schiavelli, his lack of record when it comes to controlled substances, and see through this that he was not in any shape, way, or form intending to distribute cocaine in any way. He did so under the premise that it was Parmesan, which is his custom. We ask that you find him not guilty. Thank you.
Mr. Schiavelli, you've presented an interesting case. A whole lot about Parmesan. Not a whole lot about the hostage taking, brandishing, the robbery, the Grand Theft Auto situation. We did speak about love for a little bit there. I guess let's focus on the cocaine, because I guess that's been the big focus of this trial so far, sir. While I do believe it is possible that you were outside handing out slices of pizza and small Parmesan packet, and it is even possible that you do snort Parmesan cheese, as is custom in some Italian traditions, I guess. You happen to still be in possession of a large amount of cocaine, sir. Now, while I understand you may have passed out all the Parmesan cheese you have had and were unable to give them to the officers, possession of the cocaine itself is still a crime, and ignorance is not a way out of the crime, sir. So I will find you innocent of the intent to distribute. However, I will still be finding you guilty of possession of controlled substance. Because you did indeed possess it. It was in your trunk, and there's no doubt about that. It's currently an MRPD. We can walk down
Kangaroo
and see it
court.
I prefer not to get close to that.
Cap.
Alrighty, sir. So, I will be finding you guilty of all the charges above you, except the possession with intent to distribute. I will be amending that charge to possession of controlled substance, as I do believe that you were passing out Parmesan cheese on that day. It just so happened that you had to snort the last packet of it.
That's right.
Sir, I'll be fining you a total of $20,000, subtracted from your bail amount.
My God!
And you'll be sentenced to
How will I
a time of 90
survive?
months.
90?
Yes, sir.
When does that come into effect?
Come over here and start your paperwork.
Oh.
It's a farce.
See you later, baby. You're never catching Schiavelli. I'm out of here.
Oh, run, baby.
Your eyes like a big pizza pie. That's amore.
Mr.
Right, though,
Schiavelli.
it's okay. You try.
You'll be all right, Tony.
I did not appreciate the disrespect.
Do you need medical?
in our
I did
courtroom.
tase you. Do you need medical?
I think you're gonna need medical when I get out.
Is that a criminal threat, Tony?
He's referring to his age, Officer Hendricks, or Detective Hendricks.
Okay, we will be adding a
Oh.
charge of evading. I didn't make the decisions that brought us here. Maybe if we don't sell drugs and rob banks, we won't be here, getting fined.
You literally just said he didn't sell drugs.
He
Your
had
Honor.
drugs.
That is slander. That is but you dropped the charges of him selling it. That's slander.
So, hey, sue me.
Okay.
I don't think you will. No, if I'm being quite honest. All right, gentlemen.
Right here.
Jail for 95 months.
You guys go ahead and transport. Get a fourth if you can.
I'm fucking innocent. I swear to God.
It was just Parmesan.
I would hurt a
goddamn it.
fucking fly.
There are more cases in here.
I want the public to know I didn't do anything.
You make that
Come
noise.
on, look after the place while I'm gone. Make sure the ovens are clean.
Don't worry, Tony. I'll tell Lucy back in Italy, okay? You'll know in Salerno.
No, don't tell the family back. Don't tell me familia back in Napoli, please. I'm getting fucking manhandled here.
Do you guys know how much you're giving them?
You motherfuckers! I'll see you in court again. I don't want to smell Officer Loser in the car with me.
As soon as these guys leave here. There goes our hero.
This is Lucio Hernandez with Weazel News 14. Thank you for watching. Have a good night.